today is March 23rd, 2020, and today was supposed to be my first day back in the classroom after spring break. But here we are on lockdown. I live very close to LA County, and pretty much all the schools are not going back until May 1st. So today I had to go to my classroom and get any materials that I needed, anything I left there to possibly do distance learning. So that's what I did today, and it was really sad. I just feel really bad for my students. Coming to school is really fun for them, I'm sure, and it brings me joy, and we always have a fun time together. So just the fact that we can't have, possibly the rest of the year, but the whole month not together, where I had such fun things planned, like we had Earth Day planned, we had like a field trip planned, and now that that's not going to be possible anymore, it makes me really sad, and I can only imagine how they feel. So I had to go to my classroom. I'll insert a clip here. And so I just got kind of the stuff that I needed, and I filled up like my teacher card, and I'll go through that right now to show you. Okay, so this is the first bin. This is like my math bin that I use in class. I brought home a roll of tape just in case I needed it. So here's my tape. But this is like my math bin. I have my cubes here. We do a lot of like place value stuff, especially since we're adding and subtracting triple digit numbers. And so I have my like TE here. We're supposed to be on chapter 7. It's supposed to be all about money and then time. So they should know money pretty well, because I front loaded that through calendar throughout since the first day of school actually. So they should know all about money. So that's the first part. And the second part is about time, which takes a little bit longer. We're supposed to be doing that this week. So there's that. So I brought my teacher's edition of that. And then I also have my math journal that I do with them. Honestly, I've barely touched it this year. Let's see when my last entry was. It was the 19th of November, which is really bad, but yeah. Anyways, so it's my math journal. And then they have their practice book. Again, we're supposed to be on chapter 7, so that's supposed to go, supplemental learning. And this is their math book, which matches my TE. Like even all my bookmarks, I have all my bookmarks there. I also added I guess I did bring it. So I also added my social studies in here. We're supposed to be learning about heroes, and we're supposed to have a district prompt about how heroes make a difference. So, yep, that's that bin. And I also have these other like little tile manipulatives just in case I need them. Okay, so this is the second bin. Sorry, I'm like sitting crisscross applesauce. This is my second bin. I totally forgot I had my chapter 11 TE in here, and we're supposed to jump from chapter 7 to chapter 11 just because it was going to be on our district like final. And it's just all about geometry, so angles, two-shaped dimensions, fractions, all that good stuff. So again, we're supposed to use the cubes, which is why I brought them. And this was supposed to be done, I think, by next week. So yeah, so I just brought both of those back. I'm actually going to put that back in here, so it's gonna fit here. Just trying to organize my life because it's stressful. Then in this little bin, I have all like my ELA stuff. So I have my writing. So this is my writing. When's the last time we did this? Let's see. We try to do it a lot, but you know how it goes when you're teaching. I think we did this the last day of school, or the last week. Yeah, I mean, I have 1-7, and I think we did this right before we left. So these are the copies that I brought home with me. I usually copy things, like I have a good 5 weeks of copies done in advance. So like everything was done. As you could tell, there's a date. Again, we're supposed to start Unit 5, Week 1. So these are like their homework packets. Those are the spelling words usually. They're high frequency words. What we're learning, stories for the week. Here's a grace for president. We have a reading log there. They usually have to do a passage, read 2 passages. That's all about the main essential question for the week. And then they have to write using text evidence. And so information from the passage to support their answer. And then again, I gave them an enrichment for math this week because it was supposed to be all common knowledge since we front-loaded it, and that was this week. See, it's a little bit tricky, but I feel like my students are really great at math, especially since we've done it since the beginning of the year. So that was that packet. I'm supposed to be, here's our ELA packet that they're usually do when I have my guided reading groups. And then here's my week 2. Again, March 30th, all done, and this should be all about time. Let's see. No, it's more coins. So more enrichment on coins. And I think I have 1 or 2 pages about time. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. And then they always have their 2 passages that they have to write about, and then their reading log. And then we usually give selection tests every Friday along with their spelling test. So that one was a grace for president. More of these, that these are supposed to be done during guided reading. I just brought them just in case I had to, like, I don't know, do it with them on Zoom. Another test, another homework packet. Like I said, I have things planned in advance. Another packet, another, you can see my kind of schedule that I have. My comprehension test, and then also another homework packet. What is this one about? Yeah, these are all about sides. Draw a triangle. Write how many sides. Fun. And then these were the packets that we're supposed to like highlight the important information, because like I said, we're supposed to be talking about why heroes are important, what characteristics make heroes important. We're talking about heroes in science. We have Thomas Edison. There's a whole bunch of like female, I guess, heroes that's really cool. We have like Madame Curie. We have like Louis Pasteur. I think there's a passage about, Sally Ride. And then I think there's one about Florence Nightingale, Jane Addams. Just like really cool people. Here's Jane Addams. There you go. The mother of nursing. And yeah, just this is like my favorite thing to teach during this time, so I'm really sad. Hopefully I'll be able to teach them over Zoom, but this is like one of my favorite things at the end of the year to do. And we even talk about gay rights, which this is kind of hard to explain to the kids, so I usually like, I guess, preload it with like a fun children's book. So like I said, it's kind of a sad day. It was just really heartbreaking going in and knowing that I'm not going to be able to teach for at least a month, they say, but I'm like, just with things going on right now, I'm like, I don't think, and I hate to say this, like, I don't think I'll be able to teach my class again. Like, this class again. It makes me so sad. Like, if I would have known that that was the last time we'd all be together, I feel like I'm gonna cry. It just makes me really sad. So anyways, moving on, I feel like I have to figure out what the district's plan is for, I guess, teaching. A lot of my students don't have access to internet, and I know there's like free internet through Spectrum, I believe. And then also they don't have computers, but I'm sure my district will find some way to do that. So I could possibly be doing Zoom lessons for the next month. Thankfully with my job, like I do get paid. So that's a blessing in disguise, but I feel like so unproductive just sitting here. We were able to make enrichment packets for my students for the next 3 weeks. So until the district has decided what they're gonna do with like virtual or distance learning, they call it distance learning. We'll see. But I brought my stuff just in case, and then I was able to, you know, bring all that fun stuff in the back. And just kind of go through it when I need to, and at least I have something just in case we have to do Zoom lessons. Like I only had 2 hours to be in my classroom today, and then they kicked us out because we're not supposed to stay there and socialize. We only needed to get like crucial things. But anyways, so enough about that. I'm gonna try to have a good rest of my day. I have to clean, do some fun stuff, but I'm gonna make that into a separate video. So I will see you guys later, and I'm trying to stay positive, and at the end of the day, at least I'm safe, my students are in a safe environment, and we're just doing the best we can in this situation. So I hope you guys are doing good. Please subscribe, and I will be coming out with videos as soon as I can, especially because there's nothing going on during this next month. So please subscribe, and hopefully you could come along with like my teaching journey, and I'll keep you updated. All right, bye.